Right, am I recording? Hello? Mic check, 1, 2, yes, okay. Audio's coming through, we're recording, bada bing, bada bosh. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good bloody evening. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you've had a good Christmas and New Year, because obviously it's been a minute since I've done a talking head video and talked to you just like we're having a conversation, and that's how I like to do these videos. I don't like to go into like too crazy edits and whatnot and spend hours working on these, because at the end of the day I prefer just the kind of standard casual conversation instead of things flashing on screen and all that kind of stuff. Well, I'm going to show you some stuff, but it's not going to be crazy. But again, hopefully you had a good New Year and whatnot, and I want to talk about what's to come, games, and Satisfactory 1.2 news that we've just found out today. It's currently the 2nd of February 2026, and I'm recording this at 7:46 p.m. and this video is probably going to go out in the next an hour and a half, so I've had a busy day, otherwise this would have been out earlier. So without further ado, let's just get straight into this. First up, 1.2. Let's get the elephant out the room. Satisfactory 1.2 is going to be arriving anytime soon now. We got confirmation today by Mikhail after their first stream, well, their first stream back, which is good to see, to be honest, because we've not seen anything for the new enough, you could say, going up to 2 months now. Because I think it was December 19th, their last live stream and update and all that kind of stuff. But again, Christmas, they like to have a game jam as well in January. And if you don't know what a game jam is, it's when the team of developers over at Coffee Stain. It's a universal thing. It's not just at Coffee Stain, but game jams are basically where the developers, like to have a little creative freedom and just kind of make games and work in teams and showcase it all. Maybe they have a time limit, maybe a week, 2 weeks, something like that. And they just have a bit of a creative outlet to kind of inspire them for that upcoming year. And maybe, who knows, one of them game ideas might come into into our world at some point as a full-fledged game, because that's how ideas kind of come about. But first up, I want to talk about, again, like Satisfactory 1.2. We got news today about they are going to be announcing when it's going to be dropping, when it's going to be releasing on the experimental branch on PC. Just so you guys are aware, when it comes to experimental, it will not be on experimental on console. All right, so if you are a console player, you will not be able to get the experimental version until it officially releases to the actual live branch. What I mean by that is Satisfactory has 2 game versions. It has the version that you're all playing now, which if you was to go to the Steam Marketplace or your console marketplace and download the game, you'll play it. That's the live branch. They also have an experimental branch, which is only available on PC, because I'm guessing there's some limitations in regards to console and you'll need a second version of the game and all that kind of stuff. But what that is just to do technical tests, mechanic tests, idea tests, and all that kind of stuff. So you get to see it all, but unfortunately it's only available for those on PC. And it's been like that for 7 years since Satisfactory has been in early access. Well, it released in 1.0 back in 2024, but it's the experimental branch sticks to that. But now we have console here. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, wait, I'm on console, how do I get this version? I just want to get that out the way before them floodgates open, before that happens, because there'll be a lot of questions and people asking. So if you know somebody like that, or you see somebody else in somebody else's chat or somebody else's YouTube comment, you can then explain to them that the experimental branch will not be available for console. It'll only be available for PC until the experimental branch is over and it releases to the public branch, which is what everyone uses. And then the console version and the PC version will align and both will go to the public, kind of thing, right? Got that out of the way. New game mode coming. I don't want people to get too excited for this. Actually, no, because it's a good thing, and it's also I don't want people to get overhyped for the game mode, because, excuse me, I feel like what the game mode's going to be, and it's something we've kind of known about for a while since Jason released a video about it. Well, he didn't release a video about it, he released a tease about it, which is ore randomizer. So all of the nodes in the map, they all randomize. So uranium could be where an iron spot is and all that kind of stuff. I feel like that's all it's going to be. All your hard drive recipes might change around, because if you was to restart it now, that recipe is going to be in that hard drive for you to unlock. Maybe the slugs as well. So where a purple one normally is, it might be a yellow one or a blue one, whichever, and so on and so forth. And it might be the same for Mercer Spheres and Summer Sleeps. They all might switch around and all that kind of stuff. And they're calling it a new game mode, and I think it's just going to be a box you tick, kind of like when you start a new game, do you want to do new game or new game plus kind of thing. They might give you extra flexibility in regards to recipe difficulty, where you increase the recipes difficulty maybe. And what I mean by that is, instead of having 10 iron plates going into a machine, you might set it to 2 times and you need 20, that sort of thing. That is probably more than likely what the game mode's going to be. It's just going to be highly, 100%, it's going to be the ore randomizer. In the video Jason showed a month back,
technology in the palm of your hand, you can lose even further control of your life.
I love this ore in particular.
You can see him rolling the D&D dice, and he rolls them, and you can see on the screen that the iron ore changes to either a caterium or sulfur. You can't really determine what it is, but it's either caterium or sulfur, and you can just see it randomly switching, and that's basically what it's going to be. Next up, we have Rain. Rain is coming back. It seems like such a small thing, but when Rain was in before we got up before we changed to Unreal Engine 5, I really enjoyed it. A lot of the community enjoyed it. There was a small percentage that didn't like it or didn't care for it, but it definitely changed the atmosphere within the map, and it didn't seem like it was always sunny, dusk, and all that kind of stuff. It changed the atmosphere and whatnot, and we have confirmation, and we already saw that in the video where they was talking about all the audio stuff. There was a little tab that talks about rain intensity. Like it stated like rain intensity and all that kind of stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me if we are now officially going to get maybe a weather system and not just rain.
Are we getting weather with 1.2? Rain is coming back. Yes. Bam. There you go. Freebie from me. Fire me.
But it's a nice thing to have back into the game, because again, it breaks the whole, you could say, visual plate, you know. But yeah, rain is confirmed, and it also got confirmed today on the dev stream. And we also know fluid chucks are coming, which is no brainer because it's sort of been teased and shown anyway. They've also stated a lot of quality of life are coming. So maybe we get the option to flip machines, hopefully, fingers crossed. And something I've always been wanting, and I talk about this in every video, and I'm praying to the goddamn Satisfactory gods that one day we receive waypoint train signals. I want them. I've asked them for years, and they've still not delivered. You know, I'm waiting for that postman to deliver that. That's all I want, is to tell a train to go to this waypoint and then go to this. This allows you to be more flexible in where your trains go to and not always choose the shortest path. It allows you to bypass train stations that might have a high volume of traffic. It basically allows you to choose a train, go to this station, go to this waypoint, this waypoint, this waypoint, and then go to that train station, vice versa. And the waypoint signals are basically look like, you know, your block signals and your path signals. Except this time they've got a sign on it and you can name it. That's basically it. And it has the same properties as what a train station has, except you don't deliver or unload or load at them. So that's all I've been wanting in regards to Satisfactory for a while. And fingers crossed we'll get machines to be flippable, because then that means you'll be able to flip your blueprints also, which will help you in a lot of, instead of having right and left sides and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and there's also now an experimental branch available right now, which is a tech test. And what that is they've gone from Unreal Engine 5.2 to Unreal Engine 5.6, which is a big gap, and a lot of features have been added in, you know, in the since that. So what they're utilizing that for, who knows? Maybe the weather, maybe some performance. Well, it will introduce new performance tweaks and all that kind of stuff, and it'll definitely help probably as well in console. And Maybe they'll push to DLS 4.5, who knows. But at the end of the day, the game runs pretty well as it is. Obviously, a lot of people couldn't really play Satisfactory after they changed to Unreal Engine 5 because, you know, GPUs and CPUs, the minimum specs did have to jump up. So a lot of people couldn't jump onto it, unfortunately, because of outdated systems, which does suck at the end of the day. But hopefully with the new performance increase, it might bring some people who couldn't play before to being able to play again. So who knows? Right, so in regards to Satisfactory releasing 1.2, we got confirmation today that there will be a video by the end of this month stating when it will get announced or when the experimental releases. There's a video dropping tomorrow on the Coffee Stain, so if you're watching this on the 10th of the 2nd, 10th of February 2026, it drops tomorrow, which is the 11th, which is a video explaining why they've gone to Unreal Engine 5.6, so there'll be a bit of a tech video. But if you know anything about Satisfactory and you've been in this space now for 7 years like I have, whenever they announce a video of when a patch is going to come out, I won't specifically say 1.2, but when a patch is coming out, they always drop it on the Friday before they actually release it. So if they was to, let's say, drop the video on the 27th of February, the Tuesday after that would be the 3rd of March. So that's when they'll more than likely release it. It's either that or the 17th of March. The reason I don't think it's probably going to be that, I think it's going to be the start of the month and try and get it ironed and polished by the 24th of that month, so then they can push it to consoles as well, because I don't feel like they want to stay in experimental for long now, saying that they've got the pressure of the console players, which hopefully the console players know they don't want to push it out too quick because they don't want it to be unstable or have any major problems or game corruptions and all this kind of stuff. It's a big deal that we go through these tech tests, especially with a game that utilizes so much data in regards to, you know, there's so much going on behind the scenes that maybe people don't know about. So let's expect experimental of 1.2 to be available on the 3rd of March. At the latest, the 17th, to be completed by the 31st of March to get it pushed out on the 31st, a day before we start getting large doggos and large beans, or small beans, especially with April Fool's updates, which, as you know, if you've been playing Satisfactory now for as many years as we have, with every April Fool's update, you see large doggos, you'll see small beans, you'll see giant heads, which is already in the game anyway, but it never used to be. You always used to get giant heads on April Fools, and a lot of little memes. Right, the next thing I want to talk about is the games we've just played. So right now we have played Star Rupture this year. We have also played Alchemy Factory, and we've also played Captain of Industry. Star Rupture, I have my own problems with it, and I'm holding off on Star Rupture now until because the game needs a lot more tweaks and it needs a lot more changes before I feel like I can put a good amount of time into it, because I have my own concerns with the whole building side of things, the whole factory side of things. I feel like the good thing about the game, only for me in regards to Star Rupture, is the atmosphere and the combat mechanics. In regards to the factory side and in regards to the building side, it lacks for me. Hence the reason I'm not currently playing it, and I stopped playing it at the start of the month, or start of January, after about a week. And then I moved on to Alchemy Factory. If you're interested in any games that I've been playing this year, if you actually go over to the Bitzpedia, which I'll put a link for in the description, I've now got a review section. So any game that I play this year, I'm going to review. And if obviously you're a person that kind of respects my decision in regards to the games I play and all that kind of stuff, I am very literally balanced when it comes to games. And I don't want to, you know, suck eggs. If a game's something in the game I'm not liking, I will tell you straight up. And if it's shit, it's shit. If it's good, I'll tell you. Like, as you can see on the review page, I've got a recommendation. Should you buy it? Should you not? What my thoughts are on the game. It's not, you know, too crazy in depth, but it's a little bit of a paragraph there for you to read if you're interested in my thoughts of the game. Or you might have been in the live stream and heard my thoughts about it anyway. The next game that we played was Alchemy Factory. Wow, what a game that is. If you're a factory lover, highly recommend checking that out. As you can tell, obviously, I give it a nice little high score. And if you recommend you buy it, that game, I am very, very, very surprised it's in early access. The amount of meat that's in its game, how full that game is for an early access release is really, really nice. The only thing about the game negatively is a lot of people are reporting the performance at later game. If you're a factory lover, you're going to love this game. There is some like manual labor you've got to do at the start, which is something I firmly believe in any form of factory and automation game. You need to struggle to get somewhere easier. Like Satisfactory, you need to use your hand tool to mine ore, and then you start putting a little drill down, and then you start handcrafting a little bit, and then you put a miner down and you start putting a smelting constructor. It's very similar with that as well. You need to have a form of manual labor to then feel a sense of progression. If there is no sense of progression, there is no sense of fulfillment or dopamine given to you as the player to enjoy the game or find it fun. And that's a firm belief of mine, is that you need to struggle to enjoy the game, because when you get things made easier for you because of work you've done, you feel a sense of progression. And oh boy, does Alchemy Factory does that. And it's a brilliant game if you're a person of, again, factories, but it also brings in another genre, which is simulation storefront games, where you've got to stock shelves and all this kind of stuff, and then your NPCs will come in and purchase your items. That's basically what Alchemy Factory is. You work on all your factory in the background and send everything to your storefront, and then they buy it. And then the coin that they purchase with is basically another version of, let's say, megawatts or power in any other factory game. And then obviously we've been playing some Captain Venetia, which is a game I've played in the past. Yeah, like I'm super looking forward to the new update, which we're going to get to in a second as well. But if you're interested in what's going on right now, because like I live stream everything. I don't play games off stream anymore, not even to record. Everything I record, gameplay wise, I record it whilst I'm live, and it makes my life so much easier. Oh boy, does it. Because what I do is I record all my live streams and then I edit them down, and then I break them into videos. So all the videos I've released this year have all been from that. They've all come from a live stream. And in all fairness, you can't really tell the difference. And the good thing about doing that is the live stream bits and the YouTube bits are basically as one. You're not getting a YouTube voice and then people coming over to the live stream and see me kind of sit there chilling with chat and just more sit back and relaxed. You kind of, both people are the same. So what you're seeing on the live stream is what you get on the YouTube videos. So it's like you're getting the one person now. You're not having the overexcited 200% YouTube me because I'm recording off the stream and trying to make an engaging video for the sake of the enjoyment. But then you come over to the live stream because you enjoy that and expect the same over there, and it's not going to be. Because the live stream is basically just me gaming, and we just talk and chill and have a laugh and shenanigans and stuff happens. It's so much easier for me, and so much you guys are giving me feedback on that. You guys are enjoying that so much more as well. Yeah, that's how I'm basically doing it, and it allows us to release videos daily. So it makes it's so much easier, again, for me. There's a lot of people that tune into the live streams. There's people that unfortunately miss live streams, but if you go over to my YouTube channel and click the live category, you can see them all there. I've even dated them all as well, in case you know which date you missed and you want to track back. But I know there's a lot of people that have got more commitments than others, and you can't watch the full live streams. Hence the reason I put the videos into more bite size. So let's say the live stream I did on the 18th of January, I understand that you might not be able to watch it as a whole bite size in one video, but over 4 to 5 days, and when they release it at 6 PM, you know, you'll be able to get more bite-sized chunk of what happened in that live stream. So yeah, it's basically what's happening. Right, so next topic, I need to pull my notes up here because I've got a long list of games. Right, the games that are going to be hitting the YouTube channel and the live stream next. So currently we're playing Alchemy Factory. That is going to be something we're going to be playing, and I hopefully, I doubt it though, is I want to get Alchemy Factory done by the 5th of March. I want the last live stream to be on that on the 4th of March because Timberborn 1.0 releases on the 5th. But we have 2 more games we're going to be playing before that, which is going to be 2 story games. It's not going to be any form of automation factory simulation game, so I understand a lot of people might not be interested in that. But again, we're doing full variety now, and these types of games obviously pull in new people to our community, and hopefully we can keep on growing that, and that's how I kind of want to do it. We're throwing different games out there and releasing the videos on them. Maybe these videos might be not broken down into like 45 minutes. They might be an hour to 2 hour long video, so the story can progress and all that kind of stuff. And I understand people don't want spoilers as well. So I don't want to, you know, release 20 plus videos on a story game when I could be releasing a game that people maybe be potentially primarily interested in. So the first up, we have Reanimal. Reanimal is a game developed by the guys over at Little Nightmares 1 and 2. They did not do Little Nightmares 3, which I'm very... I was disappointed with Little Nightmares 3. Reanimal is a upcoming game very similar to Little Nightmares 1 and 2. And again, by the same devs, and I already have access to the game. I'm not playing it because obviously I want to be live streaming it on this Friday, because I can't showcase it now because I've got an embargo which lifts at 2 o'clock. But I do have the game now; it is installed, and I'm super looking forward to just jumping onto that. So if you're interested in watching Reanimal, make sure to tune in at 2 PM this upcoming Friday, which the date would be the 13th. We're going to be playing that on the 13th and probably complete it maybe on the 14th. Usually them sorts of games are usually anywhere between 10 and 20 hours. But also releasing on the Friday the 13th is High on Life. High on Life, High on Life there's 2. High on Life was a really fun game when it first released, the first one. But the second one actually releases this Friday coming as well, Friday the 13th of February 2026, for those people who might be watching this video next year. But we are going to be playing that, so we're going to do Reanimal first. As soon as we complete Reanimal, this is going to put a pause on Alchemy Factory, just for those wondering. The videos are still going to be releasing because I've got like 8 terabytes of footage of Alchemy Factory to shift through, so the YouTube videos will still be releasing, so don't worry about that. Which means you're going to be getting a video at 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 AM GMT, and you're also going to get a video at 6 PM GMT also. So you're going to have 2 videos. You'll have Reanimal and probably an Alchemy Factory, or High on Life 2 and an Alchemy Factory releasing daily whenever they go out. So Reanimal will be first, and when Reanimal's completed, the High on Life videos will drop. But we also won't be playing High on Life until we complete Reanimal. And then once I get them done, we are going to be going back to Alchemy Factory on the live streams. And then we are... Let me pull up my Bitspedia. Literally all of this is on my Bitspedia if you're interested in what games we're going to be playing and when. On the 16th, we have been given exclusive access to the full release of Modulus, a upcoming factory game. I've been, working and speaking with them guys now for at least a year, 2 years. Very good people over there, and super looking forward to that. It is an exclusive version of the full release of the game, so if it's something you're interested in, you want to tune in, definitely check that out. I'll also be dropping a video on it on the 17th at 6 o'clock. Then, once that's done, just to clarify, the Modulus 1.0 will not be releasing then as well. Later, okay? It's going to be releasing soon. If they'll let me know when it's going to release, I'll inform you in that video that drops, or during the live stream that we'll be covering on the 16th of February. And again, the video for that will be dropping on the 18th. So then I'll be going back to Alchemy Factory as soon as we finish High on Life 2. So as soon as we finish the storyline on the live streams, we'll be going to Alchemy Then we have, on February 27th, Resident Evil Requiem. I'm not a horror game lover, but I only do it for the content and your enjoyment. So, more than likely I'm going to play it, and it's just going to be something you guys can just have a laugh at me. I'll be screaming my head off. I don't do horror games, but for your enjoyment, I will do it. And then after that, the next game we're going to be playing is going to be Timberborn, which releases on the 5th of March, which is finally coming to 1.0. So that's been a long time coming. The guys over at Timberborn have sent me a gift package. I don't know what it is. They contacted me back in November about it, but it's not been received yet. So hopefully I receive it in the next week or maybe 2 weeks, or who knows, they might have forgot about me. We'll see. But the plan is to play that on release, and hopefully we complete Alchemy Factory by then. If not, I'm going to say this now, because there's so much games coming out, we probably, if I've not done Alchemy Factory, completed it by then, we will put a pause on Alchemy Factory, because again, it's still in early access, so there's a lot more time before it. I feel like 1.0s should really take priority, especially when it goes to full game releases, or any new game releases that need some attention as well. So I feel like we are going to do, on March 4th is probably going to be the last Alchemy Factory stream. Timberborn will have my attention until March the 9th, because Captain of Industry releases Update 4. And I have stated in the Bitz PDA, which is Captain of Industry Update 4 releases will not play until Timberborn is done with, which is going to be my thingy. So if I've not completed my Timberborn playthrough, and technically there's no real ending to Timberborn because it's a sandbox building, city builder, all that stuff, but when you get to that point you kind of know. Then we'll move to Captain of Industry. Then we are going to be moving to Crimson Desert, which is on the 19th, which I'm super looking forward to. It's going to be a good time. And then after Crimson Desert, we have got Life is Strange, the reunion. We're going to be playing that as well. I really enjoyed the first one. And obviously this is going to be a reunion of the first game. The second one I've still not played, and the third one I've not played either. But I really enjoyed the Life is Strange episodic videos. It's going to be a good time. Again, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Saturday the 28th of March and 29th of March, I will be at DreamHack Birmingham. So if you live in the UK and you're going to be attending DreamHack, I will be there. I'll put a little code on screen right now where if you use that code at checkout when you purchase your ticket for the convention, you can actually get a discount on your ticket. So if you do decide to go to DreamHack Birmingham, I will be there on Saturday the 28th of March, and I'll be there on Sunday the 29th of March as well. So yeah, and if you do, come on over, because it's my birthday a couple of days after, so yeah, come on over and say hello. And it goes without saying that during the month of March as well, we are going to have Satisfactory 1.2 also. So yeah, that's currently what my month is. And as you can tell, there's a few games in there, and that's going to take us over for, 2 months. We also have Shapes 2 going to be hitting 1.0 as well. We have Modulus, they're going to be hitting 1.0 as well during the next couple of months. I have some other games here that I'm obviously interested in playing. Void Train is a game we've played before in the past. Enshrouded is going to be, we got confirmed for a fall release in regards to Enshrouded, so that's going to be later on in the year. So I would like to get my teeth stuck into that just before the 1.0 release. And start playing around with that and seeing where that's going to take us, because that game is something I've been craving to play for many months now, but I'm holding off for the 1.0 to have a full experience. We've also got what else we got? Transport Fever 3. Super looking forward to that. That's going to be coming out this year. I'm probably going to play Transport Fever 2 at some point. We have Fable. Fable released at the end of the year. Super looking forward to that. Going to be a good time. What else? Substructure, a new automation game, very similar, and I'm gonna be honest, it looks identical to Factorio, except that you use elevators and lifts to get down into the sub-terrain of the base map. You kind of go in the upside down, kind of reminds me of. And you take all your items down there, where like in Factorio you send stuff up to space and you could make your asteroid bloody all that stuff. In Substructure you kind of send things down on an elevator. Other than that, that's basically me over the next couple of months. So that's the content you're gonna be releasing. There might be an indie game that might get thrown out there as well over that next. That you know, there's always that one game that quickly pops up and surprises everybody. We have that, and yeah, I'm super looking forward to the next couple of months, and hopefully you enjoy this ride. I don't want to ramble on too long. So how long have I been recording for now? 39 minutes. But this is probably going to get cut down a little bit. But hopefully that is, again, if you're interested in what games I'm playing, my reviews on things, if you're interested in just seeing the past live streams, everything's in the Bitzpedia. If you want to know what video is going to release in, so like, oh, you come home from work, oh, what's Bitz releasing today, what video? You can go to the Bitzpedia and it'll literally tell you what is on there. And it states what time it's releasing and so on. So if you're interested, just an FYI, the live stream schedule can change on the day. There is many factors, and I've been extremely busy recently with a lot of secret projects in regards to the voice acting stuff I've been doing, and just random meetings and stuff that's been happening. Things have been going crazy, and I cannot thank you all enough for the love and support that you show me and allow me to do the stuff that I've been doing, and I wish I could really talk to you about it. If you don't know, we've just signed with Samsung in regards to a sponsor. We're now with Red Bull and Fnatic. We've got other sponsors that are interested in representing me as a brand, and again, I just can't thank you all enough for the love and support and allow me to do what I do. I feel like I'm living in a dream state, being able to wake up in the morning and just come here and just make content and live stream and do stuff. But I'm on cloud 9, really. I really am on cloud 9, and I'm just glad everyone's enjoying what we're doing, and thank you for allowing me to do what I do. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep you here for long now. So again, thank you so much for allowing me to do what I do. And again, check out the Bitzpedia if you're interested in what I'm doing, when I'm gaming, what I've played, all that kind of stuff. Any blueprints you're interested in regards to the games we're doing as well. And tune into the live streams, because the live streams is what drives this content and the videos. So every video that you see is from the live stream. So yeah, so as always, thank you so much for allowing me to do what I do. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, remember to like, subscribe, and also leave a comment. And as always, keep smiling. I'll see you in another video.
Drinking Kool-Aid cameras like I did when I was 9, 'cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple 'cause it feels like a lie. We'd play Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise.